presidential candidate for the collective party, giving her final speech, Ms. Reilly.
Thank you. And thank you all. It's been a very long and challenging road we've followed, and we're quickly coming to the end of it. While I wasn't able to meet each and every single American like I'd hoped, I was fortunate enough to make some great new friends along the way, and I would like to thank you all for joining me. Together, we've walked the busy streets of New York, we've skied the slopes of Colorado, we've surfed the waves of California, we've eaten the world's best peaches in Georgia, we've thrown the opening pitch at a Detroit Tigers game, and now I've finally returned to West Virginia, my home. As I look out on all of you today, I recognize so many familiar faces. I could see my best friend from my high school soccer team. I could see my colleagues from City Hall. And right here in the front row, I could see my brothers and sisters who have grown up into great, amazing, respectful adults. And I would like to thank each of you for being here today and for supporting me through this. And for those of you who I haven't met yet, your support is equally as appreciated. None of this would have happened without you. You know, I met a lot of fantastic people throughout my campaign. Young people, old people, employers, employees. I've met men and women from many trades and fields and from several backgrounds. I've met Americans who many would consider financially stable. And I've met Americans who work 2, 3 jobs just to be able to feed their children. I've met the youth in our schools and the teachers who lead them. I've met athletes, doctors, grocery store clerks, and factory workers. I've met mothers, fathers, brothers, and sisters. I've met the brave men and women of our armed forces, and as this campaign is coming to a close, I look back and reflect on all of these things and incredible people that I have the privilege to talk to, and I'm reminded of someone. I'm reminded of a hopeful young American whose name is Rebecca Cole. I met Rebecca at a rally at Ohio State University, and her story has truly stuck with me. Rebecca is getting ready to graduate from Ohio State with a degree in childhood education. Throughout our conversation, I learned that Rebecca has been actively involved on her campus throughout her time there, holding leadership positions in clubs and participating in athletics. And even with that, Rebecca was able to maintain a fascinating GPA of 3.8. She told me this is because she really believed that her education was the most important thing in the world, and she worked incredibly hard to be the best that she could be, and it shows. The trouble is, through all of her hard work and her determination, Rebecca will be graduating tens of thousands of dollars in debt, and with nothing to show for it. And although Rebecca received scholarships for her academic excellence, those only cover so much. And with the current job market, especially with the state of the economy, Rebecca has been left jobless, even though her qualifications far surpass what is expected of her. Rebecca's story stuck with me for a couple of reasons. I admire her hard work and her dedication to achieve a quality education, but most importantly, as an American, I became frustrated by her. As we know, education is incredibly important to me. And when I hear about bright young Americans who are striving for academic success only to be left in overwhelming debt and without a job, I have to ask why. Why is it that a quality education has to put our young Americans in great debt? Why is it that we send our children to college when a job won't be waiting for them? Ladies and gentlemen, this is an issue that must be addressed. And if you choose to elect me as your president, I can assure you that our children won't be left out to dry. Our children deserve better. America deserves better. But you know, Rebecca isn't the only American that I reminded of on this time of reflection. At that same rally at Ohio State, I was introduced to a man by the name of Chuck. Through our short conversation, Chuck shared with me the struggles of his life. I learned the years Chuck had spent working tirelessly in a factory in Dayton. He told me of his worries about raising his 3 beautiful daughters and his fear that he would not be able to put them through college. Chuck then told me of how proud he was of his daughter, Rebecca, and how she wishes that she never had to struggle like he had. Rebecca and Chuck's story isn't unique. Similar stories can be found among countless families across our nation. A quality education is supposed to bring promise to a bright future, and it's supposed to enrich our lives. While this still may be true, in today's economic climate, a quality education also means years and years of debt. I would like to change that, America. I want to rewrite Rebecca and Chuck's story. I want to write your stories. But I can't do it alone, America. I need your help. I need your help in rewriting these stories. These stories that I hear all too often on the campaign trail. The stories like Rebecca and Chuck. The stories I've heard about Americans losing their jobs due to corporate cutbacks. The stories I've heard about school children being held back with grades because their education system is lacking. The stories I've heard about Americans being turned away from hospitals because they can't afford to pay their medical bills. The stories I've heard about Americans who can't get a job because they don't possess the skills that they need. The stories I've heard that affect each and every one of us. The time has come, America. The time has come to embrace the opportunity that rests in our hands. The time has come to take the final step forward to the America that we deserve. I am not the collective party, America. Together, we are the collective party. And together, we can make this happen. Together, we can accomplish great feats. Together, we can overcome our economic successes. Together, we can improve our education system. Together, we can ensure that the working American will no longer struggle. Our future starts today. Today, we take that final step, America. Are you ready?